Okay, so I'm back again, and this time I'm at the entrance of my doorway, right beside my desk, and here I have this 4 shelf unit expedite shelf system, and I'm gonna start on top here. Here I have one more of those ladder step storage systems that I made with my father, and this one just contains triple thick, glaze mediums, inks, and my distress ink refills. See if I can get some more light here. Next, in front of that, I have this that's just standing here now with some miscellaneous stuff. And this 3-tier container that you can take apart. And inside of this, I just have a sampling of stuff that I have. I have more of in other boxes. But for me, it's a little bit out of sight, out of mind. So I keep some stuff there, like paper clips and dominoes and stuff. And to the side of that is one of the spinning containers I made myself. This is made out of a round box and a round can, and it just holds scissors and hole punches and some pencils and extra craft mat, some things like a plastic cutter. Next to that I have my little homemade binder for like hobby stuff, my 2 mini binders for my inventory of my craft stash. Underneath here I have some homemade clear gesso, some different mixed media miscellaneous stuff, some A2 cards in color cardstock, and a little drawer unit that keeps just small pieces of white paper, some finger stuffs for when I'm working with hot glue, and some inchies I've started, and a tape dispenser. So that's what's on top of this unit, and my really nice magnifying, see if I can show you, lamp that I got as a present from my friends and my brother. That doesn't really work for me for painting miniatures, but it's great for extra lighting and in my hobby room. So I'm going to move it down so I can get some light down here. And I'm going to sit down, because on the side here you see an apron I've altered. And I don't sew on machines, I sew everything by hand, so everything is done by hand. Here I have this trendy little cool bag from a second-hand shop that remakes stuff. And here I just have wooden alphabets and paper clay alphabets and stuff that I made. And this homemade little shelf that just contains stamp making tools, some extra microfiber cloth, some corner punches, a big thing of Vaseline. Also really good for using on mixed media pages to not make them stick. Here I have my craft magazines, the ones I have kept. I just went through and got rid of a lot of stuff in my apartment. And then some mixed media magazines that I tear stuff out of. Also got at the secondhand shop. Here I have a craft book. This is an altered kids books into a mixed media book. This is a homemade mixed media journal, another one homemade. My coloring books, and 3 journals. One is for sketching and the other 2 are just extra. And going down beneath that, I have one more of those purple containers, and this is what it's supposed to be used for, that I keep my tall stuff in. Here I have a super thin foam foam for die cutting and stuff. I have this cushion that I actually got. It's just like a seat warmer that I actually got for stamping on, but it's too soft. I have all my napkins. When I get napkins, I take 2 out, 2 or 3 depending on, and I separate them and I put them in my container in my big shelf unit, and then I put the rest of them here, and then I just refill it as I go. I have this one that is empty, an empty little box to be altered. Some felt is also in here. And next to that, I have my box of tissue paper and also this, let's see if I can show you, this stuff. It's like fabric mesh of some kind. I also have my Tim Holtz tissue paper. So all my tissue paper I have in here. Unless it's jelly printed on, then it's in my under bed storage. And underneath that, I have my watercolors and my pastel crayons and my really, that's empty, homemade out of eyeshadow and glycerin and gum arabic, and some packaging I have in here. And these are homemade from tube watercolors, and I just added some glycerin and let them dry. Frugal Crafter is great for tips and tricks like that. So that is it for my small Kallax shelf, and I'll be back in the next video. Thanks so much for watching. Bye. Sorry, I forgot to show you here. On top of my, I showed you these, where I have my A2 cards or A6 cardstock and my index folders and stuff. On top of this, I have a little shelf, and on that shelf I have 2 glass vases with glue sticks in. Small ones in back, big ones in front. I have my stamp cleaner. I have an empty desk journal for putting glue and stuff in. I have a small, just writing journal. A new journal that I was thinking I could use, its nice paper inside. My sticker binder, where I have most of my, like, Project Life and stuff stickers. And these are same stuff, but just smaller sheets of stickers. Let's see if I can move this. And move this. My alphabet stamps, letter stamps, and my alphabets and word stickers. So, just thought I'd add that. Okay, bye.